look at talent and then I look at philosophy. But then you have to see when somebody suddenly flips.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's another term, sir. So you call it rage baiting. Some might call it gaslighting. There's another term out there when you speak one way to one group and then you speak away to a totally different group. It's called code switching. Oh. So they're like, oh, you'll speak this way, like how Kamala Harris.
I don't hang out with 20-year-olds like you. So I don't know these terms.
Just saying. Look what, but
code
Tucker,
switcher?
Code switching. So it's like how Kamala Harris will be like, hey y'all, how my black people at? How we doing?
Like Jasmine
and
Crockett.
then in a white room she'll be like, hello everybody, how we all doing? It's like you're fake. That's not who you are.
Yeah.
Tucker forgets that when he code switches on camera.
You know what's a part of
the internet's forever.
What's a part of what I love where we are. Okay, because I wonder how a lot of these guys look at us.
They look down on us, PBD.
I love it. I don't mind it.
We're not on their level.
I don't view it that way. This is how I view it. I don't think I view it as they look down at us. I think because the track record of where we come from, they don't know what. By the way, we lose $20 million a year not taking sponsorship money. Do you know that?
I'm aware, sir.
No, I don't know if you know that or not.
I know we don't take sponsorship.
We're the only podcast that has.
We could take some sponsorship.
$20 million a year, give or take, not taking sponsorship money. $20 million a year. The company is 100% owned. The only company that there's a strategic partner in is Monect, which Tony Robbins became an investor in. Everything else is 100% owner in. Okay, everything else, Line Holding, Bay David Consulting, everything that we do, right? I think a part of it is, where do you, like, even the people that are like, well, these guys get their money from this, and that, $7,000. You think I need $7,000? I mean, I wish, I know you get every time. I don't even tweet a lot. I'm told tweet more. I'm not even, if you go count how many times I've tweeted in the last 30 days, you can probably count how many times I've tweeted in the last 30 days. Sometimes you go on someone's profile and you kind of like, oh my God, he's got 18 tweets in a day. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, if you count how many tweets I've had in the last 30 days, Rob, can we actually, are you counting it actually? Okay,
go ahead.
Count in the last 30 days, how many times I've tweeted, last 30 days. The number is going to be very small because I don't tweet that often.
Okay.
I wish I could. I'm not tweeting that often. I'm typically retweeting a PBD podcast or Valuetainment or something else somebody tweeted, and I'm, every once in a while I get a chance, I'll see something, I'll retweet. But for us, we have no ties to the establishment media. How many times, Rob?
38, but a majority of those were, like you said, retweets of PBD podcast or
in a month.
Valuetainment.
So that's
So how many times do you think in the last 30 days I actually tweeted something?
Less than 15, because most of those were retweets of other things.
So to us, we run companies. We're doing what we're doing. We have a certain vision. We love America. We actually, in a craziest way, I actually love Ben Shapiro giving his opinions, as well as Tucker, as well as Candace, as well as Kurz, as well as any of these guys. Talk.
Yeah.
When they said, I can't believe Tucker had Nick Fuentes on. What the hell are you talking about? I got people that message me and saying, after having Nick on, you're done. But I got messages after having Netanyahu saying, now that you have Netanyahu on, you're dead. We're going to kill you, right? So to me, it's like, stop it.
Wow.
Everybody should talk to everybody. The more the talking, the better it is. Good. We need more of that. But to me, your priority, if you live in America, it better be to keep America safe. If that part becomes a problem, my own relatives become problems to me. I don't care who you are. If you start messing around with America's safety, and I got 4 kids, I have no tolerance for you. I don't care how great of a person you are. I don't care how high your IQ is. If you compromise the risk of America and allowing people in from Somalia and all these other places, Afghanis, without them being vetted, I don't have any tolerance for you if you're going casual in that area. I don't. I fear one person. Only one. And trust me, I really fear this one person. And that's God. It's not even a person. One thing I fear. Like, I can't even tell you how much I fear God. I wish you know how much I fear God. Because my life doesn't make sense. I'm a regular guy that has a great life. I fear God a lot. A lot. When you're on your knees praying and nothing's going your way and you beg God to give you an opportunity. And this guy was about to go back in the army because I was $49,000 in debt. And then all of a sudden, an opportunity comes along, and I try to be a firefighter, and I would have been a firefighter 20 years, lifer. I wouldn't apply being a firefighter, and they had a freeze in LA for 5 years or something. And then all of a sudden, by the time they said, we're open, we're hiring, you can come and apply to be a firefighter, I was already making $100,000 selling insurance. If they would have sent me that letter a year earlier, I'm a firefighter, 20 years, probably retiring at 40, 45 years old. Complete different life. I don't meet Brooklyn. I don't meet Senna. I don't meet Dylan. I don't meet Tico. I don't meet none of you guys. And you don't know me because I'm a firefighter. I'm an Assyrian Armenian firefighter. Can walk around with my little hose or whatever, carrying out, going to make them something. Yeah, that's who I am, okay? I'm a firefighter, freaking Middle Eastern firefighter.
Right,
should make that right.
You'd make the calendar.
But I'm telling you this because all I'm saying is this. You know, if you don't protect America, we're not on the same page. And there's a lot of people that fear a lot of these people. Oh my God, what if they attack me? What if this? This is how much I care about, you know, any of that stuff attacking. What I care about is America being the greatest country in the world, because it is. And I want to keep it that way. Mm-hmm. And if God put this on my heart, we're on July 15th of 2009, I created a Facebook page called Saving America, hosted an event called Saving America by bringing back the free enterprise system and hope to American families, led to our mission statement to start an insurance company. And I brought Larry Greenfield, I brought Dudley Rutherford, and I brought Michael Reagan, Ronald Reagan's stepson, to talk about how great his father was, and I was dressed as George Washington. Can you go back to Patrick Bet-David George Washington if you've never seen this picture?
And Jen dresses Lady Liberty, I believe.
Lady
right?
Liberty, yeah, her and I. George Washington. If you go to images, pretty embarrassing picture right there. Look at that.
Look at you.
You look
Great
fantastic.
hair.
Yeah, it's a Middle Eastern George Washington. It just makes no sense. What's the date? July 17th, 2009. Back in the days when we used to actually put the date on pictures that we had. So to me, that's where I'm at. If I don't get invited to the parties, if I don't get invited to any of this stuff, but this stays the greatest country in the world, I'm very happy. And I see where Trump is going, and I see his anger, and I see how frustrated he is with, you know, some of these people that were led in America thinking it's not a big deal. I feel his frustration, and I hope he stays that way, because that's what we will also support. But anyways, guys, I'm telling you this last week, we have been horrible at making friends this last week. But I'm going to tell you, if anybody is in a place of just wanting to sit there and say, look, all I care about is my wife, my kids, my husband, my family, let me have my life and enjoy myself and keep America safe as the greatest country in the world, we're on the same page. We don't have to agree on everything. And by the way, I don't care if you're a Muslim and you believe in that. I don't care if you're a Scientologist and believe in that. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, Indian. I don't care what you are. If you love America, if you want to make this country the greatest country in the world, keep it that way, protect it, we're going to be okay together. And that's what we're going to be doing the rest of our lives. As long as God wants to keep us here, we're going to do our part, because we firmly believe future looks bright. But we also believe at times you have to kind of, it's not comfortable having these types of conversations because you like these guys. Because there's a part of you that watch these guys. Like I like Glenn Beck. I grew up watching a lot of Glenn Beck. He was my guy. Fox, back in the days when he would do his shows, I thought he was the best. My number one Fox guy ever, and it's not even close. And when I say it's not even close, it's not even close. It was always Glenn Beck. He was always number one.
You always say he's the best teacher.
Never. Nobody's ever been ahead of Beck for me ever.
Awesome.
Beck was number one for me, the way he was doing things. But guess what? You see each other, you know, everybody has different opinions, different philosophies, different upbringing, and I get that. I don't mind Nick Fuentes' upbringing. He has his own upbringing. I have my own. Tucker has his own. Everybody has their own. But the moment you're playing games to defend somebody who gave you money and who's behind... listen, guy gives me $10 million invest into our company. My first investor, big one. First one was $1 million. The other one was $10 million. He sits in a meeting telling me you better get all your sales guys vaccinated.
Oh, man.
And I said, it's values over the flipping money you gave me. It was a 4-hour meeting that we had, 3-4 hour meeting that we had, just to get everybody in PHP vaccinated. I said, I'm not doing that. He says, why not? I said, do you realize the vision of the company was simply created by freedom of choice? You want me to go tell all my guys to get their vaccination? You're out of your freaking mind for me to do that.
Good.
We're not. If they want to do it, I'm not going to judge them. If they don't want to do it, I'm not going to judge them. My own dad, who's the biggest conservative in our family, got the vaccination, and he knows I wasn't for it. Mm-hmm. But guess what we did? Totally supported. He got 2 shots, and then the 3 boosters that he got. My dad. We're not on the same page on that. Guess what? We don't judge. We don't say what to do. Here's what I did. We didn't take it. Here's my wife and I kids. We didn't take it. Whatever you want to do, you go do. It was the most heated moment ever. I don't care how much money you give me to come and tell me to change some of the values and principles. And by the way, you know what is going to come? Let me tell you what's going to come next, Vinny. Because this is not safe haven for them. You know why it's not? You know who hates this? Who do you think hates organizations like this? You think we're not about to get some massive hit piece hate, even from some people on our own side coming after us? Just wait for it. You know why? Oh, let me tell you how bad it's going to be. You'll see how bad it's going to be. And it's going to be from people that we've supported and maybe we're on the same page as well. They're going to be the ugliest one. The way they're going to do it is, I don't think they're going to do it like this, because that's one way of doing it. But they're going to do it like this. Let me tell you, those guys, you know who they are? Let me tell you those guys. You know who they are? Let me tell you those guys. Let me tell you what this. Did you read this article about them with the insurance and MLM? Just see what's going on in the background. I heard about this and I heard about that. And the stories are going to come out. And then we're going to get people, well, if you don't do this, we're going to do this. And we're going to be like, post it.
Go ahead.
Post it.
It's coming.
Because I'm telling you it's coming.
I believe it.
I am
It's
telling
coming
you
in
it's
AI.
coming.
It's going to be. They're going to create things on AI. Oh, you were at this party in
Yeah.
college. There you are. You did this. You did that. It'll come like that, and it'll be out of nowhere because it'll be the real question will be is why this? Why now? And everybody listening and everybody in this room, just remember, don't get angry first. When you see the hits, when you see thing, first say to yourself, why this? Why now? And it'll tell you a lot of what you need to know.
Listen,
Well,
we're going
it
to keep
won't
doing our
work,
part.
Pat. It won't work. That's my opinion, and I'll tell you why. Because we've been nothing, when I say we, I mean you as the leader and then the rest of us, been nothing but honest about who we are. It's the Eminem approach from 8 Mile. Yeah, I lived in a trailer. Yeah, I'm white trash. Yeah, my girl, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know it. Yes, you're a former bodybuilder. Yes, you came from Iran. Yes, Tom did this. Yes, Vinny. We're full disclosure on everything.
Wait, what'd I do?
If you don't, you came from Canada, we won't hold it against you.
You love 4 women.
All right. You got me
But the
there.
point is this. Like, whatever's been said about this, pretty much been out there. What else are they going to come up with
Oh,
that is actually true?
never underestimate.
Is what I'm saying.
Never
And
underestimate the
I'm
power
not
of
saying
propaganda.
that crap won't come out there.
Yeah.
But
Nancy
it won't
Pelosi
work
smear-
because
smear campaign.
it's like, why do stories
Except
not
it's
work
not
against
gonna be
Donald
from the other
Trump?
side.
Because he goes, yes, I said it. It is what it is. That's why.
It's
Guess
not going
what?
to be from the other
And guess
side.
what? Bring it on.
Yeah.
I'll give you
It's
just
from the other side.
one thing to
Bring
think
it.
about.
Vincent
Who
O'Shannessy.
screwed Bernie Sanders in South Carolina?
The
His
Democrat
own
Party.
freaking people.
Yep.
It won't work, guys. I'm just telling you, it's
it's
not going to
definitely
work.
not gonna
All I'm
work.
telling you
Oh,
is
I'm-
that-
oh, please
Yeah.
bring it.
So, anyways, let me get to the next story here.
So that was all
Trump-
directed
yeah.
the beginning of this Tucker story.
No, this is not directed.
No, I'm not
to
saying
Tucker.
directed to Tucker.
What I'm saying to
the
you
story
is,
was starting with Tucker.
of course.
Yeah.
Because to me, I have a whole slew of opinions on certain things that's going on, but little by little, we'll keep talking here.
Okay.
So, let me get to the next thing here.
Drip, drip,
Trump,
drip.
U.S. may almost completely scrap income taxes